back. They wanted to come out. I'm just going to get the overall energy between you and your person as of when you see this reading. Whenever you watch this reading, this is the energy. Oh, right, okay. Well, for those of you who read Lenormand, we've got the Grave, the Whip and the Snake. Okay, yeah. There is still a lot of lingering argumentative energy sat in the centre of this. Basically, there is somebody, and I always read this card as the other person. The other person, whoever interfered in your relationship, is highly confrontational, has been, I just heard, a thorn in your side on and off for a while. Doesn't have to be third party, it can be if you know it is, but the other person can be anyone, a friend, a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, or a fifth cousin, you know. It's just this person has literally been meddling in your relationship and it finally caused an ending, okay? I'm saying that I feel they were a thorn in your side, so this will narrow it down if it's your reading, if I get a bit more precise for you today. They were a thorn in your side for a little while. This wasn't something quick that you found out about. This could have been exposed before and you might have let them off the hook, or you talked about it and worked through it. But this was a repetitive cycle where somebody was malicious, they were two-faced, they adapted very well to situations, and by that I mean, depending on where they wore a different outfit, and I don't mean their clothes, I mean their personality. They were very, very adept at fitting into the situation or being the person that somebody wanted them to be. All right, like I said, slow burner, really repetitive, high emotional energy, a lot of arguments here. I mean, but you, I feel now, because of this and all the problems this person caused, it could have been a frenemy. Someone was twisting a lot of words here. But because of this, you feel it's dead and buried at the moment. That's the overall energy, okay, at the moment. So I'm going to see what else comes out for you today. I want to get my tarot deck out now and just see what else wants to come out. So just while I give these a quick shuffle, I hope you're all okay today and you're doing okay. If you would like a reading, just click on the title of the video. It's all in the description box, and the free relationship reports in there as well. Okay, everyone. This is a spiteful energy. Spiteful, spiteful, spiteful. Right, the energy of your person's just come out. Okay, so they're still in your energy. They're looking back at the past. Right, if you have ghosted this person, I don't just mean you physically blocked them on everything. You could have just ghosted them energetically. But if you have ghosted this person, for some reason, I feel that you are getting their attention. They're looking back at the past, okay? They don't like losing. Quite immature. Okay, yeah, they're not the right. Okay, they're looking back at the past. You've got this person's, I don't know, they're looking back at what they had with you, but I feel it's got something to do with you ghosting them, you actually blocking them out of your life once and for all. Okay, their energy is coming up as, oh, do you know, it's almost whilst all this was going on, what I was describing earlier, they just weren't taking their responsibilities seriously enough. Their energy was, oh well, they were just living for the day. They could have been partying a lot. They could have been socialising a lot, going out to clubs, pubs, or even community clubs, but they were definitely socialising a lot. If you've been in the relationship for a while, it's almost like they reverted back to being, I'm going to use the expression because you'll know what I mean, like being a teenager, I wish, when you were young, free and single, and leaping around like a little lamb in a field. That's what I've got here, okay? This person was, no responsibility. You know? It's almost as if they went out and they negated any sense of what they'd left at home. But it's not the first time this person did this. Okay? I feel when you separated, they ran away from their responsibilities. Really immature, childish. It is the energy that they don't, half the time they don't see the damage they're causing. Okay? They don't see the damage they caused. A lot of fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay? Very charming energy. Extremely restless energy. But where they are now, okay, and this is the interesting bit, and I feel it's because you ghosted them. They're looking back at the past. They're slightly, almost like a paralysed energy. Like they're just, I don't know, shall I do this? Shall I do that? Or shall I just stare out of the window? Okay? They are not settled for whatever reason where they have gone. Okay? I feel today that whoever or wherever they went, the person or persons or other people they connected into gave them an ultimatum. Okay? They gave them an ultimatum. I also feel you gave them an ultimatum. So it's almost like they jumped ship with you. Okay? But I feel what's happened here is this person that is able to adapt to any situation, the mask on them is now dropping. It's almost like your person made a situation to go to somebody here who caused a lot of problems, who was malicious, who painted them a picture of how it was going to be, how it's going to, work out. But what's happened here, they were wearing a mask all along. Okay? Meeting your match springs to mind here. But they were wearing a mask all along. They weren't who they said they really were, and your person wasn't who they said they really were. Okay? So now your person is in a situation where they have got to make a decision. Right? This energy will come in. It's in the future position, so it is going to come in. I feel at the moment in their present energy, they're still ignoring anything that's going on around them. It's almost as if they think they've got 9 lives. They're just living, which is brilliant, when you haven't got any responsibilities. They're just living each day at a time. They're not taking anything seriously, which I think is having a knock-on effect with this other person or persons who enticed them with this promise of greater things. They are now dropping their mask. A lot of confrontation, a lot of arguments. But they are in the future going to come to the decision that they are restless, that it's not all that it's cracked up to be. Okay, I want to know why, please. Why is it not all that it's cracked up to be? Why is it not all that it's cracked up to be? Gosh. I think they've still got a slight obsession with you. Okay, they're definitely obsessed about money. All right, they get something in their heads and they have to have it. And that's all they think about. And that's all they focus on. They could also be immature with money. But I feel they still have an obsession with you. I feel they're looking back in the past. Obviously, it's not brilliant, I don't feel, where they are. But they're still obsessed about you. Why are they obsessed, please, still? Why are they still thinking about... Why are they still thinking about the past? What's going on here? What's triggering this? King of Cups. They've still got feelings for you. They've still got feelings for you, okay? They're quite good. You know, if this is your reading today, because obviously all the cards have different meanings, but because we've had those first initial cards out as overall energy, I would say with this King of Cups, yeah, they can be very loving, they can be very kind, but they're also very clever at manipulating people's emotions. Okay? It is that they don't forgive. You know, they just don't forgive. They will remember something, some emotional slight that will have happened 50 years ago. I know, slight exaggeration, but they just hold it there and then they bring it out of the box kind of later on. But they still have feelings for you. Okay, I feel it's because you closed down and almost, although life's been turbulent for you, you've pushed them to the back of your arena. Okay? But it's because you've done that, you are now going to get their attention. You are now going to get their attention, okay? They're going to try at some point and get in touch with you. Let's clarify that, please. Yeah, they are. Just before I go into that bit though, I'm going to say it because that card's come out. They could be coming in for money. They could need a loan, or they could need somewhere to stay. Okay? I think in the past you were quite happy to help them out financially. Someone here is quite happy to help someone out financially. Okay? But they are quite immature with money. With regards to the love side of your relationship, they are hoping that there can be an equal give and take. Okay, that you will be able to talk about your differences. Okay, I'm not so sure on your side. I think because you didn't particularly want to have to ghost this person. I think for some of you, you were quite willing almost to have a conversation with them, but they're hoping that there can be some equal give and take. Okay. I think they might grovel a little bit. I think they're going to turn on the waterworks as well. Even if it's not just literally crying. It's because you've ghosted them. You've ghosted them. You know, the problem is though sometimes it just depends. That happens, and then sometimes you can come back into a relationship and it reconciles. I know I often say this, but I think it's important. If the underlying issues, which these three cards that came out to start with, if these came out in my reading, I'd have a meltdown. They are very argumentative, confrontational, two-faced, rivals. If they haven't worked on that energy, and they need to take responsibility for their actions. They like the good times. They could be older, okay, and they've got to a point where they think time's running out. I just heard, so they go off and, I don't know, just do something really frivolous and really silly. Okay, but they've got to take responsibility for their actions. They could have spent too much money here as well, everyone. They could be running out of money. With this card, the sort of overall energies, they're going to come in and, want equal give and take. But because of the past, and I can see the energy they're in now, irresponsible, and they're still obsessed about the coin. They're very, very obsessed. They could have little physical resources to bring back into this relationship. But let's see what they want to say. Let's see what else we can get. But you've definitely, you've triggered them because you've cut them off. It always happens that, tarot aside, the moment you, and I don't just mean cut them off physically, if you cut them off energetically, you can still know they're coming back in, but you're really loving yourself and you really know your own self-worth, and you know that you are literally the only person, then they energetically feel that, because what you're mirroring, you're projecting out, they will mirror back to you. So if you're loving yourself and being really comfortable in your own skin and just really just loving you, then they will mirror that back, okay? Time. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. It's almost like they could be on a bit of a destructive mission. I feel that they've got to an age, you know, and I'm saying it again, but I do feel they've got to an age where they're just almost like they feel like they missed out on something. But they caused you a lot of pain with those 3 cards at the beginning. You know, it caused you a lot of sadness. It was a slow ending. Right, I feel like a part of me is missing without you. You're a better person than I am. Yes, I think they probably are reflecting on that. I think what's happening here is they're going between 2 energies or 2 thought patterns in their mind where they're thinking, gosh, it's too late to take action. I might as well, you know, carry on just making all these really rash decisions with no planning, to, gosh, I don't know what to do. I've left it too late. I've left it too late. They're looking back. They're definitely looking back at the past. They could have been, I do feel they could be older. They could have been when they were younger. Very energetic, charming, sort of oozing a real, I get sexual confidence here. That's what they were. It's almost like they still want to keep that up. Okay, why? Gosh. Right, they're very frightened. They're afraid to take action. So what they're doing is they're watching you, Page of Swords. They're watching you in some shape or form. Or they've got other people who are feeding information back if they're totally blocked everywhere. Okay, but I also feel they're just very, very much up in their head. They are thinking about feelings instead of doing. Okay. They are obsessing over you in some shape or form. They're very focused in the physical on you and in the mental, okay, but they're not actually doing anything. They're very, very skeptical that you would even entertain them. All right. It's a childish energy today. You know, that the thoughts they have are childish. The actions they're taking are childish. Let's have the 2 more, please. Yeah. Clarifying they feel like a part of is missing without you is the Sun. That says it all. You know, you brighten up the day. They're very happy with you. They could probably be very open with you, very honest with you at some point. But there is a wall that's gone up, literally. Okay? They miss your sunshine. They miss your personality. They miss the fun. They miss the happiness. They miss the joy that you had in your connection. But those 3 cards, I mean, they really screwed it up. You know, I said earlier, this card in the centre means repetition. And that is a slow burning ending. It's not the scythe where it's quick. It went on. It festered. Okay? Which tells me that that affected you quite deeply. Okay, so let me see why they feel unworthy. Double card. I think they feel unworthy. There's a couple of things going on here. I think they feel unworthy because of their relationship with money. That's come out again. Possibly they didn't learn their lessons with something, most definitely. They've started projects they didn't finish. They made financial promises they couldn't keep. Okay, they spent money they didn't have. All right, they never got off the starting blocks. They were very childish. They have a very immature level, immature energy with the way they think, what they believe to be true, I just heard, but also how they spend their money and how they... See, this can be someone who will just go from one job to the next. They can never stick it out. They become obsessed with something, and it looks like it's going okay, or it starts off okay, but it doesn't get anywhere. That's why they feel they're unworthy of you. Let's see what the best possible outcome is, please. Yeah, okay. They're not letting go. They're still holding on, but they're not actually doing a lot. They're in the energy, okay, of looking at everything that's been invested. I'm going to throw this out here before I go any further. There's a lot of pentacles, and the way these cards have fallen and the position they've come out, this person or a lot of the things in your relationship, your connection, were to do with money or things in the physical. There could have been, for some of you, at times where you were not getting your emotional needs met, or the relationship, if there wasn't enough money because someone wasn't pulling their weight, okay? But they are not letting go of the connection. I think you ghosting them, not talking to them, has really, really hit them. Okay, they didn't expect it. They did not expect it at all. And they're looking back at everything that's been invested into the relationship. They're also, I'm going to say it again, they're taking some financial consideration into account here. So I don't see them doing anything per se at the moment. I can't tell you I do, because I don't. But I see them still holding on. Okay, they are still trying to work out what to do, because they have to make a decision. They have to come out of this stuck mode. They're not happy in their world. They think there's a bigger, brighter world out there, but that is going back to their energy, which we were talking about earlier. But they're not going to do anything, I don't feel, at the moment, unless they get out of this energy. Now, from your point of view, the message I want to give you before I wrap this up is that I feel you're either there now, in this energy now, or you will come into it. Is that you will take a good, long, hard look, or you've already have done, as to whether this relationship would even meet your needs. Okay, whether you would even want to invest any more of your time and effort into it. Like I say, whether, you know, it would meet your needs. Okay, because I feel, going right back to this reading, there was so much drama and upset and pain in this, that yeah, you did invest a lot of time, energy, love, money, and I'm getting the physical money again into this. But I feel that you're either there now, or you will come into this sooner rather than later. I'm just going to cut my losses. Okay, I'm just going to cut my losses. To be honest, I feel, just channeling, I feel this person could bring in more financial problems than it's worth, in some respect, okay? In some respect. There's also a lot of other people, but I've got younger people involved in here as well. Could be children, right, that's in the mix of all of this. That could be or has been an issue, or could be an issue. I'm just going to get one advice card for you, maybe a couple. If we can find my other tarot deck. Oh, here it is. Gosh. Advice, please. Yeah. I think you're just going to defend your own territory here, okay? The advice is, don't back down. In some shape or form, you'll know this message, take what resonates. you know, don't back down, really. Your person could be quite narrow-minded at times. You're being asked almost just to stay firm in your own beliefs and your own conviction. Okay, just wait and see what happens. You know, there is an element of this person waiting for you, all right? But there's an element of that energy flowing through your relationship where you're always waiting for them to, I don't know, keep a job, turn up, just be there, all right? But keep fighting for what you believe in, even if you do feel like, you know, your back's really rammed up the wall and you're running out of aces. If you feel like that, just keep doing it. Don't let go of your beliefs. Don't be something you don't want to be, because we all have our own beliefs and our own ways of doing things that feel comfortable with us, and that's how it should be. Every human being's unique. Adhere to the traditions in your life, I'm hearing, and the way you want to do it. Even if you are having to battle to do that, to preserve your way of life, okay? Just chill out, I heard. Just almost let it ride, okay? But don't back down, okay? So I hope that's helped someone today. Take good care of yourselves, especially I always say that if this is your reading, look after yourselves, okay? And just remember you're amazing. Just because somebody said things and done things to you, it's not the truth, okay? They want you to believe that's the truth, because they don't then have to take any accountability for their actions. But it's not the truth. The truth is your truth. You know, your truth, what you feel about yourself is more important. But because you have been, I feel, doing that, like I say, you know, they will mirror you. You know, they will mirror you. And being ghosted is really, really making someone quite cross. So, love you all. Speak soon. Bye.